Right. Welcome back to another episode of my movie review series, episode 157. Now, last week I said that I was going to start this little Rambo series. Well, starting now. Got this little Rambo series about to do because Rambo 5 is coming in September. So, right now, Memorial Day weekend, what better way to start this? Memorial Day weekend, honor the soldiers and honor the most badass soldier that ever came across the movie screen, John Rambo. Yeah, man. First Blood. I forgot to bring the DVD with me, but yeah, First Blood, 1982, starring, of course, Sylvester Stallone, Richard Serena, Brian Dennehy, just to name a few. And we got this movie directed by Ted Kotcheff. Ted Kotcheff. Screenplay by Michael Kozel and Kozel, William Sackham, and Sylvester Stallone. So yeah, man, I tell you, this movie though, I think this movie is the first movie that Stallone got top billing in. I think so. I believe so. But yeah, I tell you, man, this movie though, yeah, it's quite a story. I mean, Rambo, John Jay, he's a Vietnam War veteran, bad case of PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, and yeah, 7 years after the war, he takes a walk into this town where he gets to visit a buddy of his, a buddy of his, back in Nam, that served on the same team together, Special Forces, Green Berets, Special Forces unit. And, he found out that his buddy has passed away, died of cancer due to the Agent Orange exposure. Agent Orange, not Donald Trump, not that Agent Orange, but the other Agent Orange exposure that was going around, all that orange stuff that they were spraying around in Nam at the time. Yeah, Rambo's buddy was exposed to it, cut him down to nothing, couldn't even lift him off the sheet. Yeah, as soon as John J. Rambo, he heard that, yeah. He's the last one out of his unit. Everybody else, they went down in the war. And yeah, he is not the last one out of his unit. So, now that he have nobody to confide to, he just going to drift into this little small town called Hope, Washington. Drift into that small town, looking to get something to eat. He runs into this obnoxious, no nonsense, hard-headed sheriff, played by Brian Dennehy. It runs into him, and things just didn't kick off very nicely. Next thing you know, Sheriff Teasel, he takes him on the outskirts of town, giving him some shit along the way, he takes him on the outskirts of town, so that he'll be better off not being in the town, pretty much telling him. But Rambo, he's just not. He didn't take it very well. So he decided to walk back into town. Teasel see him walking back, and Teasel see him walking back, and he placed him under arrest for vagrancy, resisting arrest, and for carrying a concealed weapon, which was that big cool ass knife that Rambo has. We've been seeing that knife 2 more times in these films, in these series of films. We've been seeing it 2 more times. But yeah. Takes him into the sheriff's office, and the other deputies, the other deputies, they type his name into the computer. They try and book him. Rambo, he's pretty much giving these guys a hard time, trying to book him, trying to put the ink on the paper. Yeah, Rambo, he's not gonna let him do it very easily, Yeah, come on, just roll across. Just roll across. Roll across. Rambo, dude's strong, he keeping it steady, but my man, he's trying to trying to put his thumb on the paper there, just roll across. Yeah. Rambo, he takes the paper towel, try and get the ink off, and leaves the ink on the hand. Yeah, he takes another piece, he starts wiping that ink off his fingers. Yeah. And that was just the start of it, The rest of these deputies, they start to show some abuse to him, Teasel ordered them to clean him up. Yeah, so as soon as Rambo took off his shirt, one of the deputies see that he got some nasty ass scars all over his chest. Turned around, nasty ass scars on his back. Yeah, so the chief and deputy, have him turn around, whacks him from behind with a nightstick. Sheriff told him to clean it up, so clean him up. Yeah, so they fired a hose on him, Yeah, he stripped down butt ass naked. They firing the hose on him. Yeah, I tell you, man. Yeah, this is how you treat all your prisoners, Now, only the ones that are former soldiers of Vietnam. Don't forget, this is 1982. Not many soldiers still had a good. Not many former soldiers from Nam. They didn't have a good time coming back from the war. Anytime you see a soldier these days, you go to them, you shake their hand, thank them for their service. But back in the day, if you're a soldier from Nam, all that political agenda that you would hear on the news, that's something that you would like to express your opinion about to one of the soldiers. But more on that later. But yeah, Rambo, he getting the abuse. So yeah, they're trying to make him presentable in front of the judge. You know, they clean him up and try and give him a dry shave. You know, since Rambo refused to get a shave, period. Yeah, just shave him anyway, dry. Yeah, you know, all this stuff going down. Rambo started getting flashbacks of him being a POW in Nam. So all this stuff going down. You know, that PTSD starting to really kick in. Next thing you know, you see the razor blade, the straight razor blade coming up to his face. You know, you start getting a flashback of the Viet Congs slashing him across his chest with a big knife. Yeah, so next thing you know, Rambo, he start kicking everybody's ass. Okay, all those officers in there, the entire sheriff department was getting mowed through by one man. Next thing you know, Rambo, he escapes the sheriff's office. He takes his big knife. He escapes the sheriff's office. You know, there's a biker outside. He's coming down the street. Rambo snatches him off. He takes the bike. He goes in. He goes through town. He getting chased by Teasel and the rest of the ingrates. And then he got and then he goes into the woods. Yeah, Teasel, he can't get far into the woods, not by car, but anyway. So yeah, Rambo on that bike. It's not even a dirt bike, but hey, he's riding through the woods as if it was one. So yeah, now that these guys think that they got him cornered, they're going to have helicopter. They got automatic weapons, and then they're gonna sick the dogs on them. Use the Dobermans. Sicking the dogs on them. Yeah, they're going to try and get him back tonight. Try and get him back by tonight. It's not going to be easy because this guy is a Green Beret. Not only that, they find out that he's not only that, they find out that he's a Green Beret, but he won the Medal of Honor. This guy's a war hero. Now, you sure you want to take on a war hero, a Green Beret? They're real badasses. Maybe you should let the state police handle this. And at this point, the chief, the chief deputy, yeah, he got killed for being a dumbass. Of course, it was an accidental death, Rambo through the he was firing at Rambo. He took orders. He took orders that he not supposed to use deadly force. Yeah, he's firing at Rambo. So what did Rambo do? He takes a rock, throws at the helicopter. Hit the windshield, crack the windshield. Helicopter throws my man off balance, and he goes off down onto one of the rocks below. So hey, yeah, it was his own damn fault. If you don't fly this thing right, I swear to God, I'll kill you. Yeah, so him and this black eye that Rambo gave him. Yeah, yeah, he fires at him. Rambo, he takes cover. He got this rock, throws it at the copter, and homeboy went down. So yeah, Rambo he takes his rifle off of him, takes a radio off of him, and he goes off into the woods. So yeah, now that they got the Dobermans, they're going to the rest of the officers. They're going to go in there, not knowing what the hell they're getting into. Yeah, Rambo got a poncho. Yeah, he found this tarp, made it into a poncho, wrapping around. I got some twine, wrapping around him. Yeah, so he's nice and He's nice and concealed right now. He's he come to using his guerrilla warfare tactics. He's going to hide in certain points, make a few traps, and the this sheriff department, they did not know what the hell hit them. Okay, he made sure that not one person was going to follow him even further into the woods. Disarmed all of them. Next thing you know, when he got to Teasel, you know, I mean, hey, they're all, they're all, you know, taken down. One of them, you know, he got impaled into the legs, and he just screaming, "Help me! Help me, Will! Help me!" Yeah, you know, until Will Teasel, Sheriff Will Teasel, you know, he was the only one left. So Rambo comes out of nowhere, puts the blade right to his neck, and he just let him know, straight up let him know, I could have killed them all. I could have killed you. In town, you're the law. Out here, it's me. Don't push it. Don't push it. I'll give you what you won't believe. Let it go. Let it go. Takes the blade off his throat. Yeah, he presses it against his throat so hard, you can see the red mark right there. Yeah, so you know, yeah, Rambo, he disappears into the woods. Teasel, he sinks down into the tree, you know. Basically, he is crying right now because, you know, Rambo shook him up so bad. Oh, man. He shook him up so bad. But hey, Rambo gave him that warning. You know, he gave him the warning. You know, don't push it. Don't push it. He'll give you war you won't believe. Okay? I mean, hey, we can take his word for it. We already saw what he did to all of them in the office. Okay, every single one of those motherfuckers tried to subdue him. They couldn't even touch him. Okay, and out there in the woods, they didn't know what the hell hit him. He came out of nowhere, taking them all out, disarming every single one of them. Okay, not one of them he killed. He could have, but he didn't. Teasel, blade right to the throat, gave him a stern warning. One warning. That's your first and final warning. Yeah, don't push it. He give you war you won't believe. But hey, what happens? Teasel calls in the state police. He calls in the National Guard, these stupid ass weekend warriors. But he didn't count on that Colonel Troutman, Rambo's commanding officer and mentor in the war. He didn't count on him coming in, showing up. And when Troutman shows up, you best believe you're going to hear the truth about John Rambo. You're going to hear the truth. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Troutman, he pretty much told them that yeah, he coming to get his boy. Yeah, he trained him. He made him to the animal that he is right now. Yeah, you have no idea what you're going up against. An expert in guerrilla warfare, trained to ignore the weather, ignore pain, eat things to make a belly go puke. In Vietnam, his only job was to dispose of military personnel, to kill, period. Win with attrition. Rambo was the best. So yeah, teaser asks, yeah, so what are we supposed to do? And hey, even Trumpman said to let him go. Let him go. Give him give it a few weeks. Yeah, he'll be working at a car wash in Seattle. Capture him there. He gonna put up a fight. He'll come quietly. But no. Mm-mm. You see, Teasel. Now he got a personal agenda. You know, he wants to take Rambo in alive, but he want to take him in. Yeah, because you know Rambo has steady killed one of his boys, a longtime friend of his. Yeah, he and I were friends before your mama was wiping your nose. You know. So yeah, you know, he got a little bit of a personal agenda against Rambo. Unfortunately, this agenda is not going to plan out. None of these things are going to plan out. Even your weekend warriors and their missile launcher, it's not going to plan out. You know, Rambo may have been stuck in the cave, but by the time he got out and he got back into town, you know, he hijacked one of the army trucks. Back in the truck was a good supply of M60 machine guns and ammunition. Yeah, so he hijacked that truck, drove right back into town, took out a gas station so they won't get the they won't get to them easier. Took out the gas station, took out a few power lines, took out the gun supply store, just so they won't get them. Easy enough. Now, you know, all this is going on. You know, Teasel, you know, he's on the roof of the sheriff department, the sheriff office. You know, they have a little gunfight. Rambo finds him inside. You know, he finds him that he's on top of the sheriff office, so he goes inside, takes out Teasel that way. You know, he didn't take him out, but he wounded him. Teasel falls into the skylight. He goes down. Yeah, Rambo, you know, he's about to take him out. But Troutman stopped him. Let him know that, yeah, he did everything he could to win this little personal war. But if he shoot Teasel, all the cops out there is gonna take him out. Yeah, so he's telling the cops to hold that fire, just so he can talk to him, calm him down, pretty much put the chain on this animal. I mean, yeah, right now, you know, and Rambo, yeah, he is an animal. He's a wild animal. Colonel Troutman is the only handler that can calm this beast down. Calm him down, put the chain on him, take him away, take him back to base. But unfortunately, not going to take him back to base. I mean, all the trouble that Rambo has caused, you know, you got to go to jail for it. But before all that happened, Rambo, he told him that nothing is over. Nothing. You just can't turn it off. It wasn't his war. Troutman asked him. He didn't ask Troutman. But Rambo, he had to do what he had to do to win. But if somebody wouldn't let him win. Then you come back to the world. You see all those maggots at the airport protesting at him, spitting at him, calling him baby killer, all kinds of vile crap. Who they to protest him, huh? Who they? Unless they beat him and they've been there. They knew what the hell they were yelling about. You see, civilian life is nothing. In the field, they had a code of honor. You watch my back and I watch yours. Back here, there's nothing. Back there, Rambo, he could fly a gunship. He could drive a tank. He was in charge of $1 million equipment. Back here, he can't even hold a job pumping gas. All that shit that he's been through. And then he told this horror story about what happened to him, what happened to one of his buddies. All the shit that he's been through. And nobody cares about it. I tell you something, man. War, it does something to a man. It really does. It does something to a man. And it's not pretty. Not pretty at all. Yeah, that bad case of PTSD, man, I tell you. A lot of people got it. A lot of veterans got it. The ones that came back from Iraq, the ones that came back from Afghanistan, the ones that are still over there today. All this shit that's going down, and we forgot about our boys and girls still over there in Afghanistan. They've been there since 9/11 happened. Yeah, some of them had came back, but there's some that's still over there. That shit is still going on over there, and everybody has forgotten about it. Yeah, war does something to a man, and it's not good. It's never good. It never will be. So yeah, shit that went down with John Rambo in this movie because of Vietnam, It happened to him. It didn't happen to you. Because it didn't happen to you, you're going to take it out on him. It's not going to work that way. It's not going to work. But hey, Rambo, yeah, he's taken into custody. Teasel, he's taken to the hospital. But Rambo, he's taken into custody. And as he and Trotman walk out, they both. There's a good shot of them. They both walking, and Rambo, he turns to his right, and Trotman turns along with him, and then we got that freeze frame. Now, when I saw that, it reminds me of the soldiers that graduate in basic training. They're marching. The class is marching, and they turn to the audience, and they'll give a salute, and they'll turn back as they're marching across. Because they're for their graduation. In a certain way. In a certain funny ass way. When Rambo and Trotman, when they were walking out together, it was like we're seeing the soldier and his commanding officer, walking out in the graduation, and when they both turned their head, yeah, it's very symbolic. I tell you that, very symbolic. But yeah, I tell you though, this movie though, yeah, it's the start of a new thing, man. New thing, You got the old action heroes of the 1980s. I'm not gonna say that Rambo started it, There was a lot of Chuck Norris movies that came along before, and a lot of Chuck Norris movies that came along after. But yeah, this was a great addition to the 80s action film of the military officer, being the hero of the films. Now, you know, even though Rambo was not the hero in this movie, he was the sympathetic. He was the character that we all sympathize with. Later on, he became this almost like superhero figure later on. But right now, he was just a sympathetic, character that we all just felt sorry for. We really wanted him to win, you know. But yeah, everything that went down in this movie, it's still one of the best of the '80s action genre. And yeah, like I said, man, it's still going on today. When September 2019 hit, you're gonna see John Rambo on the movie screen once again. So be on the lookout for that. This movie, I'm going to rate it a. It had a lot of shit, man. It had a lot of shit. I mean, you got the excitement, you got the emotion. I mean, the alternate ending, none of this shit wouldn't have gone down. Two reasons why. None of this shit wouldn't have gone down. One reason, if only Rambo has gotten something to eat. If only he had got something to eat in that town, none of this wouldn't have gone down. That's reason one. Reason two, none of this that happened afterwards would not have gone down if the test audience kept the alternate ending in the movie. In the alternate ending, Rambo was supposed to be shot down by Colonel Sharman under Rambo's request. He was supposed to die at the end of the movie, and they shot it too. You can see it in the deleted scene of any DVD or Blu-ray that you got, whatever's in your collection, and you probably have seen it. You can look it up on YouTube. It's everywhere. Yeah, Rambo was supposed to die at the end of the movie, but they did not use that one. Instead, they had Rambo get arrested. So yeah, all this stuff could have been avoided if only he would have either been fed or he would have been killed. But nope, he got arrested and then he got released, and then he started to live life in Thailand, and then he started to help out missionaries, and then, well, whatever's going to go on in the fifth film, that will be going down as well. That will be written in the books as well. So yeah, First Blood, man, that's a 5 out of 5 for me. Straight 5 out of 5. That's my review, Jack, and I'm sticking to it. Now, next week, I'm going back into the horror. I'm going to get some horror done next week. So stick around for that. Check out my other shit right here. Subscribe to me right here. But in the meantime, in between time, Jack, this show, you going to have a great Memorial Day. Check out Band of Brothers, The Pacific, any war film, any military film, a military documentary, whatever. Go to Arlington, National Cemetery and put a wreath on one of the unmarked graves. But in the meantime, in between time, this show is all.